Yo, everyone. Welcome back. This is the Zen God, and I'm going to go through some updates with you today. So XRP is still holding that 43 cents really strong. And we're going to go into some altcoins today. I thought that would be fun. So you guys know I've been talking a lot about Algorand. All the way ranked. It moved up to 51. So down to 77 cents. It hit a high of 89 cents today. It's doing, and the more I research it, the more I'm liking this project. So we're also going to talk about XDC. Ethereum's hitting the mainstream. So Ethereum just hit 17. Boom, 1700. It's what CNBC is posting about. So we know one thing, this is a good sign for the altcoins. So once Ethereum hits all-time highs, now that's the signal for the altcoins. Now they have the green light to hit all-time highs as well. So the second largest cryptocurrency hits a new record high. So when do you think the next time CNBC will say, hey, the third largest cryptocurrency, XRP, has hit all-time highs, $3.80. It's coming faster than a lot of people know. So I don't know what happened, but last video, they ended up tagging my video with some discretion underneath, and I didn't talk about anything just besides crypto. So I'm gonna have to be even more careful with what I talk about here. So man, it's really getting crazy out there on the internet. So that's why I'm so bullish on this blockchain technology, because I can't wait till we could have these platforms on somewhere that we could freely talk again, and we can be decentralized away from these people. So, we've been talking a lot about gold and precious metals. Gold is real money, God's money. What happens when God wins? You tell me, guys. Countries went on gold buying spree before coronavirus took hold. Here's why. We know why. We've been printing record amounts of fiat, more than our economy. Like if we go right here, U.S. debt clock. So here's the U.S. debt clock. So 1960s, we had 50% debt. In 1980, we had 34% federal debt to GDP. In 2000, we had 59%, pretty good. Now we're over 100% in debt to our GDP. That's horrible. Something else is pretty interesting. I don't know how real this is, but dollar to silver ratio now, 4,800 per ounce. So that's the real price of silver, some people say. Dollar to gold ratio, $34,000 per ounce. So that's the real price of these precious metals, some people say. I don't know what that really means. But our debt is just going and going and going. We have so much fiat printing, and that's how do they know to purchase so much gold, record amounts of gold, right before all this happened? So they went on record buying, and I've seen multiple articles talk about this. So this is just some proof. And I always like to share whatever I'm doing with you guys. I want to be as transparent as possible. So I've been a fan of this XDC project for a while now, but I went more bullish on it recently just because now the XRP is like in the almost 50-cent range. I'm looking for some other things to get in on it at a really early price at a higher level. So I've known about this project for a long time now. A lot of people are saying, and none of this is financial advice, a lot of people are saying once it hits a penny, that's a big resistance level, and it should go on like a pretty big run once it passes that 1 cent resistance level. And we hit it today. Like we hit exactly about a penny, like 0.999. We hit like exactly 1 penny, then it dropped down. So what made me get more bullish on it? You guys might be wanting to know that question. So as you guys know, I'm a big Mr. Poole fan. Mr. Poole is dope. He's made a lot of good predictions. Mr. Poole liked this tweet. What did I tell you about XDC? It's a winner. That's why it's in my profile. So for one day, Mr. Poole liked this and some of David Schwartz's tweets, then he removed it. XDC can go to $5 to $10 tomorrow, and it won't shock me one bit. And then after he liked this, it went on that run. It went up on a run of like 30%. So, yeah. And this is something you don't need that much. Like, you could put $40 in and get 4,000 coins. So you could, and like, it's a long-term thing, but you could get your position really cheap. It's not much of a risk. But that's like a moonshot opportunity. It could go to 0 or it could go to infinity. And then also Mr. Poole posted this. Mr. Poole, this is the XinFin logo. The upside down Illuminati sign. So it's flipped upside down. Let me show you guys the XinFin website. So there's the logo, same logo that Mr. Poole posted. And they're solving a real problem. So they're solving a payments problem, like cross-border payments. So when we look at this coin, when we look at this, sometimes it's easy to kind of look at this and like feel like the FOMO, like you're getting left out on these big pumps. But if you can't look at one of these coins and honestly know, okay, what is this coin serving? What purpose does it bring to the industry? What problem is it solving? If you can't answer that question, that means there's no real use case, and it's just purely speculation. Speculation goes up, speculation goes down. If you're looking for assets, something that actually solves a real problem, you should be, so you look at XLM, oh, that's solving payments. That's going to help solve payments and make everything XRP, it solves payments. So there's like I'm not an expert on all these things, so I'm sure there's cool but like know what you're doing, know what you're investing in, and be confident in it. I recommend for all the algo holders to watch this video. Like I said, instead of watching just speculators on YouTube, it's better to actually watch the CEOs themselves, the founders, the people on the team. That's how you're going to really get, okay, is this a real project or not? This guy is a genius, and basically he, in my opinion, he microscoped Satoshi's vision for Bitcoin, and he pretty much, because he's a genius, noticed all the flaws. So he was like, okay, Satoshi had this vision of having miners, and miners, he kind of rips it apart. He's like, okay, I could see if it was expensive to use because Bitcoin's pretty expensive. But being expensive and slow, now that doesn't make any sense. So the cool thing about Algorand, it's super fast, speed of light, and it's basically free to use, and you get paid to hold it. So like, because you're part of this network, it's like a we the people coin. All the people that are a part of it, all are getting rewarded for being a part of the network. So I like the whole we the people concept. Basically, Satoshi had that kind of vision too about the miners, how like any independent person participating in Bitcoin could hook up their computer and mine Bitcoin and receive free money. The problem what happened was Satoshi was probably just didn't really see the dark side of humanity, because anytime there's an opportunity, there's an incentive, people are going to get involved just for the money. So then big power players like people in the country over there dominate the whole mining. So they've got supercomputers and they pretty much control all the mining because they have way more investments to invest into this high-tech mining where we the people don't have that type of money. So he developed a new system called peer proof of stake that rewards, instead of rewarding centralized groups, people that invest in the mining, it just rewards everybody participating in the network. And it's so secure, nations could never attack this network. Like, it could never be hacked, it could never be attacked. This guy's a genius. Like, you guys got to watch this whole lecture. He has a weird accent at first, But once you kind of get into watch a few videos, you'll get used to it and you'll appreciate like everything he's doing with this project.
Says, yes, you should be a good citizen. But if you participate, you're going to be rewarded. We don't reward the miners. We reward ourselves. If we participate, we actually have incentives to participate. And if you delegate, you also have incentives. So it becomes very hard to really say, I don't want to do this. People can say, yeah, no. But you lose money. If you can make some money for free, making just a very simple participation, take it. If you don't want to do it really, take a bit less money and delegate. Otherwise, you don't make money. It's not, it's a very simple proposition. That's the way the system works at high level. And then there is going to be some, how do we choose minimal computation for generating the next block? And we generate the block in a way that is really bizarre to think. We actually agree, the entire community, 1 billion possible people, on the next block, on every single next block. It's only a question of technology. It sounds a very hard thing to do. That's why in the Nakamoto design, everybody works very, very hard, and only somebody succeeds. No, we are going to reach consensus globally, but in a super fast way. And another good thing is that, that sometimes there are forks. I don't mean hard forks because you want to split the community. It's just the soft forks that happens naturally because two people solve a crypto puzzle a few seconds of each other, and you have a split. And every time you have a split, what happens? One of these two branches eventually die. And therefore, the fact that you see a block doesn't mean this blocker is going to remain.
Yeah, so I definitely recommend watching that full clip, but I think that's a really cool idea how everybody participating gets rewarded. So on your ledger, you get around 7.5% back. So that's nice returns. So yeah, guys, so Algorand, XRP, XLM, XDC. I'm calling that the Holy Trinity. Well, that's a 4. So that's the Grand Slam right there. That's a really good foundation right there. Of course, we talked about some others. We talked about QNT. This one's doing amazing right now too, $35. We talked about this at 19. So there's a lot of winners right now, guys. Just be happy that you're in the market learning how to do this. This is a skill. This is a new mindset that some people are adopting. And it really is all about your mentality. So you guys could take this as far as you want. We live in a very lucky time period on Earth. There are no limitations. So if you have a driver's license, you could do Uber Eats, you could do Postmates in your city and make a few extra bucks and put it in XDC and potentially at Moons and you're good to go. Or you could do Uber at night, drive a few people each day, have an extra $100 to put into your investments. Be creative. And so don't let any obstacle or any excuse stop you from getting involved in this stuff if you choose to with your own research. And yeah, just this type of stuff. If I would have done this at, let's say, 18, 19 years old, I wouldn't even have to work a regular job right now. I was dumb. I used to waste my money. And that's the cool thing about this stuff. As long as you're putting your money behind good projects and stuff that are going to be around in the future, you're planting seeds for tomorrow. So a lot of people, maybe they'll put it in and they'll lose a few bucks in one day and they get all depressed about it. That's like planting some seeds and then going out there expecting to have a lemon tree and lemonade the next day. It doesn't work that way. You plant your seeds for the future so that way you could have some shade a few years down the road. So that's the approach. Like, we do not promote get rich quick schemes here. We're just here for the long term. But, I really think XRP is going to moon anyways, whether we're here for the long run or not. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys. This has been fun having this YouTube page with you guys, seeing all the comments coming in every day. And if you like me to discuss more of these altcoins like XDC, Algorand, these other coins that I'm looking into, let me know. If you want me to focus more on XRP, I could do that as well. But I'm about to tune out of here. So peace, and we'll do some fun stuff over the weekend. Later.